So next phase on the Triumph, it's getting close, but we still have a few steps to go to make it roadworthy. So first I want to fix the leaky rear brake cylinders. Got a rebuild kit from Moss Motors, just a couple seals and boots. So we'll install that first. Then I want to jack up the front end, see if we can get the front calipers and pads to move. I did get a set of replacement pads, but I don't want to put them on the rusty rotors. I'd rather that the old pads clean off the rotors, and basically might just leave that alone if it works. Then we have to address the smoking steering wheel, that short circuit. Make sure there's no battery draw, maybe fix the horn, and then inspect the drive line and rear diff, because that thumping sound was a little concerning on that first test drive. So let's get to the rear brakes. Oh man, more disappointment. Apparently this side piston is not 3/4, it's 5/8. The other side's 3/4, so I just assumed that they were both the same. I thought it was a safe assumption. Apparently it was not. So this wheel seal is, I guess, shot. It doesn't look terrible, but it's leaking, and we need the 5/8 for this side, 3/4 for the other side. Bummer. Well, the thumping sound, let me set the camera up, you guys can see how out of round this old tire is. See a flat spot that may or may not come out. It's been sitting on there for 25 years, completely pancake flat, but at least the drive shaft and the axles seem to be in good shape. So on the right rear, the seals definitely fit as they're supposed to, so I don't know why this side is different. Again, this car is 50 years old, so history is unknown, and parts have been replaced, and maybe that one wasn't available, so they just put in the other one, different size, and now we're dealing with the consequences of getting spare parts. So we need both sizes of seals to get this all squared away. But there's the new seal. Seems to fit in just fine. Make sure it moves. Alright, let me put this back together. We'll move on to the front. Alright, front brakes. You can see it's dragging quite a bit. Let's get the wheel off, tear apart this caliper, get the pads moving, get the piston moving, put it all back together. Alright, here we go. Pull out the little circlip, or the retaining safety pins. We'll spray everything with WD-40. Let's see if we can gently knock these out. They are moving, amazing, sweet. Okay. So when we get that off, we'll get the caliper off. Sweet. So far nothing is too seized, which is really impressive. All the bolts are coming out. they're friendly. Let's get this caliper out. Alrighty, nice. Alright, let me press the brake pedal. We'll see which piston. There's dual piston calipers here. One of those should start coming out. Alright. Now let me put a clamp on this one, and we'll see if the other one moves. Alright, so I got piston number 1 clamped. Let's see if piston number 2 moves. It's moving. It's a little rusty, but oh man. Blow all this nice brake fluid in there. Ugh. Let's try to retract that one. Okay, I think it actually came out more than I wanted it to, but we'll get it back in, shove it back in, and make sure they actually move freely and put this thing back together. It might need new seals, it might need new calipers, but I just want it to not drag for now. Alright, so I actually got both pistons retracted, which is a miracle. And I'm just putting the pads back in, and there's the little shim that's supposed to be friendly, but it's not. Let's try to put this one in. Oh, that one's pretty good. Everything has to be aligned and happy. There we go. There we go. Look at that. Just a little easy percussion with the hammer. And for this, only a claw hammer works, by the way, because you can use that to adjust your pin position. Oh, look at that. British engineering. So it should spin fairly much easier than before. Let me put in the little safety pins and we'll work it back and forth. There's one. There's two. Happy. Alright. So those pads are basically brand new. That's why they're tight. The pistons are extended all the way. Well, which is good. That means less of the surface got rusty on the pistons. Alright, so big improvement on the drag. And once the rotors clear up, I'm sure that will get even better. We got one more wheel to do, and then we got to deal with the smoky steering wheel. Well, on the right front, they seem to be moving a little bit better than the other side. So I'm just working this piston back in. You can see the dust boot is all obviously dry rotted and crumbled, but it's going in pretty nice. That's it, all the way retracted. Now let's clamp that one and try the opposite side. Yep, that should be all the way in. Oh, a little bit more. There we go. Perfect. Well, let me pump the pedal. This piston should come out. Nice. Oh yeah, there's a nice ring of rust built up around that one. Let me at least try to scrub it off and then we'll push it back in. Well, this one seems to be going back in. So let me try to retract that all the way in. We'll put the pads back on. It'll be mostly done. We'll just need to finish up the seal on the left cylinder. Almost there. So on this side there seems to be a lot more room for the pads to slide around, so maybe the piston's retracted farther in. They're basically flush with the bores. Let's pump the pedal and see if they take up the slack. Alright, that's pretty good. So we'll leave this one alone, put the wheel back on, and I really want to take this thing on a test drive, but we can't do that without that brake, and we got to fix the wiring short. So we're going after the steering column. I think I found the source of the short circuit. So the steering column shaft was rubbing on these wires for the headlight and rubbed through. See right there, bare copper showing, and that was causing some smoke. Nice. Let's wrap that up, kind of tuck it out of the way. Maybe we can even get the horn to work, and that'll be it for today. As a bonus, I think we can get the horn to work. So this is kind of like the clock spring. And look, it's lighting up my test light. So if this horn button grounds this to this, and then you can see how rusty that is, I think that was just a bad ground. This just might work. So we'll mess around with that, fix the short, I wrap that in tape, made sure it's not touching the column. Should be in pretty good shape. Alright, check it out. Sweet. So that horn's active all the time. Now we just gotta hook up the new horn. This is gonna be awesome. Alright, got the new horn all mounted up. Let's see what happens. Sweet. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Alright, let's see. So everything's good except for, I noticed the headlights are not turning on anymore. So the parking lights turn on, but not the headlights. The flash works, but the high and the low beams are dead in the water. I don't know if the short blew a fuse. Let's find out. So keys on, lights are on. Let's just go through the 3 fuses here. Good, 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 good. It's not a fuse. I have to look at the wiring diagram, huh? Alright, so let's take a look here. So this is the main light switch. Our parking lights work fine. So that would be, instrument lights work. And then here is our column switch, the ones that I think this wire is shorted out. So the pass works, so this part works, that's the high beam, but low beam and high beam from here does not work. So we want to check power coming into the switch. On this NR, it is a brown and red. And if that's good, then there's a problem with the switch itself. Alright, so there's the brown and red. If we flip the light switch, yes, we have a good feed. What did we do with the column switch? Let me pop that back out. So this thing just needs a little bit of deoxit. You can see the headlight right there. Let me flip the switch. High, low. Okay, I'm happy with that. Let's button it back up. And that's it. We're basically done with the Triumph. Just needs one wheel seal for the slave cylinder and we'll be good to go. Back to the Triumph. Finally got the correct rebuild kit for this 5/8 inch. You can see the seal is quite a bit bigger than this one that was on there. That's probably why it was leaking. It was just too small. Let's see if this fits. Try to shove that in here with the boot and take this thing on a test drive. Alright, let's get this thing fired up. And today we have a special guest joining us all the way from England to test drive the Triumph. Alright, here we go. Our carburetor's primed up. Let's do half choke, neutral. There goes the starter. Nice. Lower the choke a little bit here. And depress. Hey, we're moving. It's alive!
You got a brake light out.
Oh, really? That's okay, it's British.
Oh, expected. Oh my gosh. I can't get in.
You can't get in.
First.
Oh boy.
I've got a long body.
Yeah. So, joining us today is Rob from Virginia, but originally from the UK, right?
UK, from Manchester.
Manchester. Yeah. Do you feel right back at home now, Rob? In 1967.
I've never been anything like this before. I'm totally honest with you.
Oh man.
It's an adventure, yeah.
So, it's Rob's birthday today, and he was born the same year this car was.
Yeah, yeah.
It's 1967, so this will be a trip back in time. We're going to take this thing for a first real test drive. We've been on one sketchy test drive. Hopefully this will go a little better.
Yeah.
All the brakes are fixed. It seems to be running pretty well. Just might be a little shaky with the old tires. We have no more smoke coming out of the steering wheel like last time. We should have lights. We got a horn. I think most things work, so let's take it for a rip.
It's washing window. All good. Yeah.
Alright, I'm pretty excited about this. How do you move the seat forward and backwards? Oh, there's a lever here, okay. There. That's good enough. You're the camera guy?
Yeah.
Alright, here we go.
Alright, action.
Oh crap, traffic. There's never any traffic here. Alright, here we go. First, second, third. Check the brakes on the hill here. Much better than last time. Good. Alright, this car is like getting back into it. Fourth? Oh, no. It's hard to shift to fourth sometimes. I'm just gonna keep cleaning the brakes off. That feels pretty good. Jeez! Does not like fourth gear. Have to slow down again. Third gear's fine. Actually driving very nicely. Except for that little rattle of the tires. Okay, let's slowly try to shift it into fourth. There, is that fourth? Okay, finally.
There's no differential line on this one, is there?
No, just a hard wheel rattle. How fast are you going now? 50.
That's not kilometers either.
Well, it's miles here, but it's like between 50 and 60 somewhere. It's not bad. This is so cool. The first real test drive. English car.
Same age as me. Exact same age as
I think it was meant to be.
Yeah, it was. It was.
The guy up here, he owns a 1967 Austin Healey 3000.
Oh.
So very similar, but a convertible.
Wow, she's...
I think we can make it the sheets no problem.
Yeah.
So the test drive went beautifully. And what do you think, Rob? Old British Roadster back on the road.
Better than I do. 57 years old today.
All the gears work, the brakes work. I'm really impressed with it. So I appreciate you, Rob, joining me for the test drive.
Had a great day.
And we'll probably do a couple more little things on it, but that was the main project, restoration. It's ready for sale. So we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.